¿Qué tal, chicos? Espero que se oiga bien, que todo esté bien. A ver. Que se oiga bien, un momento. Y empezamos. Que todo esté bien. Y empezamos. Venga, vale, empezamos. A ver. Vale, que había ido por agua, ya empezamos. A ver, pues eso. Se vienen partidos muy complicados. Tenemos que acabar la serie con Miami y después de acabar la serie con Miami, pues vendrán los Yankees. ¿Qué pasa, Alan? Ayer currando, ¿no? Buen curra ayer, ¿no?
It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. With
Venga,
my
va.
partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Pretty decent win streak on the line in this one, Chris. This team has been doing all the little
Tenemos
things
dos
right now.
partidos contra Miami ahora, vamos 2-0. Y luego los Yankees.
It's doing the little things right. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, AJ Puck. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his squad.
Complicado,
What
parece.
stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch him to the heater.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Jeff McNeil stands in. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Bien, Jeff.
And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Bien, Jeff.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Juan Soto now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Oh, the throw is wild.
Venga.
That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a
Momento,
huge
Pete.
number, but anytime you get to the point where you hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here's Pete Alonso. This to center field. He's under it.
Venga, Jeff.
Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Joder, era buena esa, ¿eh?
So first and second with 2 outs.
Venga, Jake.
Jake Berger up now for the Mets.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First and second, 2 down. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Hit in the air,
Vale,
center
pues
field.
buena oportunidad perdida, para empezar.
Chisholm makes the catch, inning over. Nope.
Ay, Dios. Venga.
And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Luis Castillo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Number 54 stands in now and watches strike 1. Strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Right through there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 3 up. Back here in Miami, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Lindor, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Puerto Rico. At the belt and fires. And there's a foul ball. And here it comes. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Francisco.
Got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Prefiero que te elimines.
Kicks and fires. Lifted in the air, out to left. Sanchez makes the grab on the run. Here's Byron Buxton. This one chopped in the ground, but foul. The Mets looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Me va a ir otra vez, otra oportunidad.
That's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And plenty of time to first, and the inning is over. Back here at Lone Depot Park, here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Right down to shoot, 0-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be the pitch that he turns on.
And that's down, a base hit. They Ward on the leadoff single.
Y ellos sí lo aprovecharán.
Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Just missed.
1-0.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Ooh, one of our favorites, Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much
Over to McNeil. And that's two.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And he can't make the play. But they get me out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the DH, Edouard Julien. The pitch. And takes low for ball one.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
On a line, base hit.
Seguimos haciendo hits para nada.
A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple.
Volea esto, volea doble play.
Executed on time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Vuela doble play.
And now here is Jeff McNeil. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Arise, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Juan Soto.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
No me lo puedo creer.
On his way over.
No me está ocurriendo esto a mí, de verdad.
Pulls it down and there's two gone. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Julien, the runner at first with two gone. And a swing and a miss. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Enorme, chavales. Sois los mejores, ¿eh? 4 hits y 0 carreras. Sois los mejores.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively.
Sois los mejores.
Watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
0-1.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
In the air, center field. Garcia gone on the play. 2 up, 2 down. Drew Waters stands in. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
The pitch.
Vamos.
And misses. It's a strikeout. And 1-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now here is Jake Berger. Puck back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And a swing and a miss, and there's one down.
Gosh, here it is, headed. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Doubled his first time up.
Como no vamos con run, no vamos a anotar, ¿eh?
This to third, and that chance handled. To first, Lindor retire. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Fly to left his first time. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No balls.
Fourth inning
No voy a ver ninguna bola, estoy de la cabeza desquiciado. Cuando 4 hits no llevamos carrera todavía. Voy a batear todas. Voy a batear todas.
Bottom of the fourth, and now the shortstop, Nick Gordon. Out to short. Lindor on to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Now the third baseman. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Bola.
The 2-2. On the ground, right side. Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out. Luis Ariz stands in. Wouldn't chase that time. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Qué mala pinta tiene esto.
2 down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there. Back here in Miami, digging in, Byron Buxton. As the lefty gets to work, Buxton, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. And the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia sizing this one up, brings it in, and there's one away. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he
Perfecto, Francisco.
And just like that, they're out
La única manera.
1-0. He only needed one swing to
Es la única manera.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Bien, Francisco, bien.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Venga, va, tranquilo ya.
Top of the lineup, Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. On the ground to third.
Y se tira ahí, rollo.
And that's a great play for
Como si fuera Courtois.
As an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
In the air to left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Here comes the 0-1. In the air, right side. Garcia sizes this one up, nabs it. And that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And the home team back here at Lone Depot Park. And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one fouled off. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Mala pinta tiene.
The wind to the pitch. A little bit high. And it's
Bola.
3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk.
Bueno, pues sigue el desastre.
And it's ball 4. He missed.
Sigue el desastre.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake the team up with the free pass.
Ground ball right side could be 2. Lindor, that's 1. How about that double
Bam.
play?
Bam.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays in terms of the infield.
Enormes,
First baseman has to
enormes.
get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle
Enorme,
infield
chaval.
to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really
El
good
pase aquí de
job
Pita ha
all
sido
around.
horrorizo, ¿no?
Trey Mancini, the next up for the Marlins.
Con lo mal que pintaba,
Just missed.
1
2
ball,
down,
no
nobody
strike.
on. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in there at the knees. And another ball.
Bola te lo inventas como antes, pero bueno. Da igual.
And a foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And
Vamos.
down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-3 down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Puck back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Hit hard on the ground is short.
Lo consiguió.
Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So digging in, Jake Berger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Slapped foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And now the lefty. Next offering is outside.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very
¿Qué pasa, Arwen?
efficient
Hola.
with the pitch count in this one.
Hard hit to third. Whips it across. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. A switch hitter batting right. Bounced up the middle.
Oh, lo
On the
cogió.
run, throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3
La cogió.
inning. Nothing. Here comes a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and
Luis.
a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Garcia in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and
Qué bueno Luis
outside.
Castillo, para mí mejor pitcher.
Take down a run. Here in the
Qué
bottom of the
locura, tío.
6th.
Es
Swing
buenísimo.
and a miss. Struck him out.
Just
Buenísimo, tío.
indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Está el partido en el alambre, ¿eh?
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Está el partido en el alambre.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. The Fish trailing by a run here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Vamos.
The velocity blasted it right past him.
Está el partido. Uf.
And we're back. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Hay que sumar otra carrera, ¿eh?
The pitch. Swings through that.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Line drive.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball,
así va a ser la única manera.
everything is in your control.
Qué locura Buxton, ¿eh? O sea, no sé si es el mejor fichaje que he hecho con Castillo, pero cerca se queda, ¿eh? Qué locura, tío. Qué locura Byron Buxton, tío. Qué locura.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat.
Bajamos ahí el tren que viene. Venga, hasta luego.
Edward Cabrera on to pitch
Cabrera.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
On his way over. Makes the grab for the second out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to
put it in his
highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Venga, va.
Sanchez squeezes it, and that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gordon. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Mira, que sea rápido y aguanta el octavo, ¿eh?
The wind and the pitch.
Si usted es rápido, aguanta el octavo. Sí, sí, ha sido strike y te lo has comido, pero...
And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy in the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Number 54 up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
Uf, ese swing buenísimo, la verdad. Porque era una bola como... Vamos.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Stepping in, Luis Arias, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Right-hander kick steals. Strike
Bien.
2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Perfecto.
Tosses to first.
Bueno, viene un partido muy duro, le voy a sentar, pero partidazo. Si ganamos es gracias a él.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. The line to kick the pitch. Cabrera, the 6'4" righty. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Line drive, puts it away for the out. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact. And that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And he takes it himself for the out. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
That one missed. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity.
And down on strikes, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Edwin Diaz gets the call from the pen.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits.
Nope, ball. 1-1.
Swing and a foul straight back. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's got it, and there's one down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
That's the ball.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
That's a base hit. So they get a man
no lo saco para eso, la verdad. No lo saco para ganar hits ahora después de hacer no hacer hits. Pero es un closer de 90. O sea, quiero decir. No sé.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a poor stroke.
Wouldn't chase that time.
No tiene ni que oler la pelota, vamos. Es que no tiene ni que oler la pelota, tío. ¿Lo que pasa?
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On a pinch run, Victor Mesa Jr. Taking over on the mound.
Más vale que no perdamos, güey. Más vale.
He comes on for the 35th time
Más que
this
vale.
year. First pitch misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next offering is in for a strike. So the tying run at second. And fouled off. To the right side. Lindor, that's one. Back to first, not in time.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Garcia swings through it for strike one. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Vamos. Norma Solai. Enorme.
Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. 9th inning coming up. It's the now into the game, Tristan Gray. He takes over as the new first baseman. And stepping in for New York, Jake Berger. And first offering is fouled off.
Me vas, me vas.
Righty delivers. Swing and a high fly.
Va bien,
deep left field. That one back
Va bien,
And that is gone. A solo shot.
Vamos, Jake.
20 on the year. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball
Buenísima, Jake.
for them on autopilot. With this pitcher's philosophy, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Espectacular.
Now a chance for Francisco Lindor. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Increíble, chaval.
I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Found back our way, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered.
Otro que va a ir cerca, ¿eh?
That's back there.
Ah, no, pues no. Pues no, no va cerca, ¿no?
Into the second deck it goes. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 4-0. That's their
Perfecto,
fourth
Brandon
home run of the
Nimmo.
game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one,
Perfecto.
Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did. Right.
New pitcher for the Marlins, JT Shagwell.
Well, he's been a really
Byron
tough
otro, ¿o
guy
qué?
to take deep this
Otro
season.
estaría bien,
You
¿eh?
usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now Byron Buxton. Pitch misses, ball one.
Estos me golean mucho a este pavo, ¿eh?
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 runs across in the inning here at the top of the ninth.
Es que va muy bajo, tío.
Right-handed reliever. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The 0-2. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. 3rd out.
Venga, a defender 4 carreras.
But 2 round trippers in this. Back here in Lone Depot Park. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now here's the Marlins DH, Drew Waters. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-1. Foul ball.
Cuidado. Que la estaba peinando.
Fights that one away and the count
Insiste.
remains 0-2.
Insiste en darle.
Keeps the
La
at-bat
está
going
peinando.
with a foul ball.
Aviso.
Popped up.
Esta casa ya, hombre.
Settles underneath it.
Los 5 picheos que he tirado, los 5 los
Drops
hago,
into the
tío.
glove. 1 away. Nick Gordon, the next to hit. Smoked to the left, base hit. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Here's the 3rd baseman. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. And a good eye there. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the 2nd baseman, Luis Arias.
Oh,
He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball, and this should do it. McNeil.
y Mets win.
Ball game. And the Mets use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout. A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm
Como
John
tocará Eury
Shelby.
Pérez ya, ¿no?
Thanks for joining us for the game of the week.
Supongo, vamos. ¿Qué es el que tocará ahora? ¿O no van a jugar ningún partido con él? Ah, pues no. No van a jugar. Falta Kyle Bradish para tener a todos mis estos abridores. Bueno, y Shane en 10 victorias. Vamos, Kodai Senga. Ojo. Seiya Suzuki. Ah, pero esto es en la realidad, ¿no? O sea, en el juego. Se va a los Twins, Seiya Suzuki. Vaya. Qué pesados que, ¿no? Esa R tocha, ¿qué significa? Que está en Ronnie Mauricio, por ejemplo. También.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East
Bueno,
matchup.
vamos a cerrar la
It's
serie,
the
¿no?
New York Mets
Con una
taking on
victoria.
the Miami Marlins. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, this team is really firing on all cylinders right now, and to me, the important thing is that they're
79-29.
doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays
Increíble.
every game.
Que hayamos
They're
jugado 100
playing
partidos
good
ya todo.
situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's
Hemos
how you
jugado
string
todos,
together wins. So
Todos.
And
Los
now
100
the Mets
partidos.
DH, Edouard Julien. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Way out front for strike two.
two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And he deals. Wouldn't chase that time.
A ver si no se va al dedo. Porque las está tirando todas ahí.
In the air, out towards
¿Bota?
left center. Into the
Oh.
dive, and he got it.
You love to see
Pues
when
no,
a guy's
no bota.
hungry to make a play right there. An
Me apareció aquí
excellent
Superman y no ha
diving
querido que
catch.
vote nadie.
You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that
Joder.
ball down.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Lifted in the air down the left side. Mesa brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's the Mets lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Byron Buxton.
You know, Boog, he really makes the most out of his skill sets, leading the team in steals and on-base percentage. And, you know, you got sometimes a guy that can run really well, but he doesn't get on base enough to utilize that potential. As soon
Toss to Mancini. They get the out on. And now for the Marlins, Nick Gordon. And a
Kodai.
pitch. There's a strike. Senga, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a forkball, a cutter, a slider, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Vamos.
Blows the high heat past him. That's
Y
a
así rapidito.
strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter. Now a fly ball to right center.
Juan.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Outside low. And that is ball 1. And there's a ball. To the right side.
Venga,
Over to
así rapidito
first.
eso es.
Out with room to spare, and that back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
MVP.
And a pitch. Up the middle.
La
Makes a
cogió.
sliding stop. Fires to first.
Bueno, que pasa la defensa hoy que está...
Saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was
Está de
great.
madre mía.
Reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And a foul ball. Berger, in his 3rd season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
No he podido ganarle nunca todos los partidos a Miami. Siempre me ha ganado uno.
And a pitch.
Pues pinta este.
Foul ball still 0-2. Kicks and deals. Stays alive.
Pinta este.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Bueno, vas a tirar todas ahí.
Balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Yo no voy a dejar pasar ninguna. Tú tírame todas ahí. Ya está. ¿Que habría hecho bases por bola? Sí, pero aquí vamos a estar.
In the air, out towards right center. Chisholm on the move. And it's caught for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the veteran shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Ripped on a line. Chisholm makes the catch, and
Con un pene la cogió.
For the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate and takes high there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The count 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, those counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Trey Mancini, the next to hit, takes outside. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it and makes the grab. 2 down. And the batter now, Troy Johnston. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Johnston off of first with 2 away.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. And we're back. And here's the veteran outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ripped on a line to center. Chisholm calls it in, and there's one away. Here's Byron Buxton.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
And here it comes. Fought off foul.
Esa iba bien, la verdad.
One down, base is empty. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at-bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the... As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Victor Mesa Jr. Righty to the plate. Slow roller to first, Alonso. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Nick Gordon. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that.
Bueno, están peinando, ¿eh? Vamos a intentar hacer ya algo en ataque, ¿eh?
As we go to the top of the fourth. So now here's the Mets DH, Edouard Julien. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little
Esa puede ir buena.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Safe at second.
Venga, venga.
Lead off double.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the.
Vamos, Jeff. Vamos, Julian, carrera. Perfecto. Bien, Jeff, bien. Bien.
A swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Vamos, Juan. Doble play, no, por favor.
200 for his career. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Uf. Doble play no, ¿eh?
That one to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out on the play.
Ay.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you
Qué pena no se la ha ido, tío.
involved in the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Pete Alonso. Man at second. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The pitch. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Mesa going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Running takes it second.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Otra igual.
Ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Chisholm.
Bueno, inauguramos, pero un poquito de pérdida, ¿eh? Ahí.
Single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the third baseman, number 54. First pitch just misses. Inside, just missed. Swings through that one for strike one. Swing and a miss. Up and in, and that's ball three. The pitch.
Vamos, Kodai, enorme.
And that's the first out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Home team down a run here in the finale of this 4-game set. Bounce to the right side. McNeil gets it to first, and that quickly 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Miami, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Francisco Lindor. There's a swing and a drive.
Está bien Francisco últimamente, la verdad. Si lo dobles ahí.
Into second easily with a leadoff double. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Nimmo, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Esa va también. Vamos, Francisco. Bien, Brandon, enormes. Enorme. Chavales. Bien, Brandon.
And next for the Mets, Byron Buxton. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
1
there.
Perfect.
Buxton in his 9th season, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. Nimmo on at first, nobody out.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count.
No.
Just not able to square it up.
Goes to second for 1, back to first, and that is a double play.
As a former player, watching 5 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolute
Así.
last millisecond.
Debería haber sido así.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either. He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Liner, and that should be extra bases.
Carrera,
Here comes Alvarez around third. Relay throw home. Safe.
He's
Vamos,
had such
Francisco.
a good day today.
Enorme,
I think
Duarte,
he's gonna
enorme.
want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Jeff McNeil stands in. 1 for 2.
Oh.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Settles
Se
underneath
acabó.
it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Qué pena,
They
tío.
put 2 on the board for him.
Qué pena esa doble play, macho.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Mancini now. Senga back to work. Close, but called a ball.
Bola de mi...
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This
Vamos.
is where you look for the starter to
¿Cómo
go
va
out there,
la
have a shutdown inning.
Fórmula
Don't
1?
give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning.
¿Alguna
Get the bats
sorpresa
back up there
o-
while they're hot.
Kicks and fires.
¿Cómo va Fernando?
On, but foul wide of third. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the righty deals. That one not close. 2-2. Got him looking. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Troy Johnston, the next up for the Marlins.
Anda, Verstappen primero.
Strike. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball popped up. Alonso drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Drew Waters stands in. His first at bat was a
Bueno,
strikeout.
decimotercero está cerca de los puntos.
Strikes the plate. That's strike 1. Just missed.
1-1.
And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that just misses.
2-2.
It's a good take.
Pues nada.
2 outs,
Aquí
bases
estaremos.
empty.
Hasta que le dé la gana, Hasta que me haga hito,
He hasn't
honra,
gotten the
no.
result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3
Ahí está.
foul balls in a row.
Estará aquí todo el día.
He's right on this pitcher.
Hasta que no consiga lo que quiera, no va a parar.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Victor Mesa Jr. And a strike on the outside edge. Waters leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit on the ground to the
Hasta
right
que no
side.
paren,
Into the outfield, base hit. Throw
hasta que no consigan lo que quieran, no van a parar.
Two
Es
on
increíble,
and
macho.
2 out. And here's the
Qué
catcher,
manera, tío.
Nick Fortes. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get him some
Qué bien.
hit.
And now Nick Gordon. Fouled off.
Esto debería
He
estar
was
acabado
late.
hace 30
First
minutos,
and
muy bien.
second, 2 down. Got him.
Muy
Good
bien.
job at damage control right right there. So
Perro
one
este.
run in the inning on this base hit, and this is now a top of the 6th inning, and now the right fielder Juan Soto.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Joder, me empujan en la pelotita, macho, de verdad,
One down.
Qué pesadilla,
Next will
tío.
be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And there's a foul ball. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 away.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Berger in the box again, takes the strike. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Chisholm going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, number 54. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another
Para que no
ball.
da.
Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air out to center. Buxton sizing it up. Corrals it. And there's one down. Luis Arraez stands in. Fastball for a strike. The Mets holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Turns to the right on the move. Out number 2. And up next for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the breaking his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy.
Lo mismo por la noche, hago directo, que mañana no tengo trabajo, tengo una formación. Y a lo mejor por la noche podemos darle, me lo pensaré.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Chisholm, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and
Me lo pensaré, me lo pensaré. Que mañana no ocurro, tengo una formación y bueno, me lo pensaré.
Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. And we are starting over. It's 3-3.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game.
Now on the bump, Tyler McGill.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Johnston at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Right through there for a strike.
A 1-2 count.
Ganadísimo, sí. Está ganadísimo.
Expect something off speed. Stay back.
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso, and that ends the inning. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it tied. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor Rogers.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big
Ya está el nabo, de eso, la verdad. Estoy hasta el nabo, tío.
Chisholm pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Edward Cabrera, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sanchez also throwing. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty. Just missed. That's out to center field.
De 3-0 eliminado. Es que me cago en calavera, de verdad. Es normal, de verdad.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two down, nobody on. And that one almost hit him. And a 1-2. And another ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Drew Waters. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch.
Ball one.
Foul ball there.
Las dan todas, tío. Las dan todas. Es increíble.
That one just
increíble, macho. Tío, vale ya, tío. Vale ya, de verdad.
2-2 down. High fly ball out to left field. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. So up next, Victor Mesa Jr. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Nick Fortes getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
On the ground at first. Into the outfield. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much
Todos los
higher.
hits así, tío.
This one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put
De verdad, qué pesadilla,
team
macho.
at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Out towards left center. Nimmo flashes the leather on the running catch. And we're back. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. A little out front there as he swings through.
One strike.
Swing and a drive.
Toma, perro. Un perro.
And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He powers that one out of here. And now they're out front. It's 4-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Coño. Señor Francisco, bien.
Requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Swing and a ball hit out
Por
towards
poco.
left center field. Mesa racing over to make the catch.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that one is lifted in
La
the
misma.
air. Chisholm on his way over. And
La
puts the
misma.
squeeze on that one. And there are two down.
Bueno, aquí se le va a acabar a
On
Soto
Soto now. And
los
a little
hits
something
seguidos.
extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with
Ahí
his
está.
hitting streak in jeopardy. Under this
Ahí
one.
está.
He's got it.
Pues muy
And
bien,
that
la
is out
verdad.
number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's back here at Lone Depot Park. Now here is number 54. The Mets with a new arm on the mound.
A ver el papacita este.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Alonso.
Una pelota, Peter.
Close play, but he
Una
just
pelota de
beat
béisbol.
the bag for the out.
That's why you hook the lines on the corners.
Se coge,
late in the ball
¿sabes? Con la
game
mano.
like this, positioned perfectly.
Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias, known for his late inning heroics. That misses. 1-0. Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. On the ground, right side.
Bien, Jeff.
McNeil gets it to first, and that quickly 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next up for the Marlins.
Le doy 90 de media y no sé dónde está, la verdad.
Diaz, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2012. Next offering is in for a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Qué bien, Jeff,
Alonso, Marlins set down.
Muy bien, Jeff, tío.
For the Marlins, they still trail it here.
Con última oportunidad de aumentar la ventaja.
And first offering is fouled off.
Porque llegar con uno es un peligro. Aunque la serie era así,
Line to the
la verdad.
pitch. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. In the air,
Pero
left
si no le he dado.
field down the line.
Si no le he dado.
Nice grab. One up, one down. Jake Berger up now for the Mets.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a swing and a drive.
Francisco. Vamos. Enorme.
A massive home run. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add a run.
Enorme,
It's
Francisco,
5-3.
enorme.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Anthony Bender. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Now pitching for the Marlins.
Venga,
Number
va.
27, Anthony.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Going to count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Nardi preparing to come on if needed. Jaguar getting cranked up as well. This one in the air, right field. And that'll do it. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Pues nada.
Diaz back to work. Slider misses
A
outside.
cerrar.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. double evens the count.
No.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout. Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Buxton sizing it up. 2 down. Marlins down to their final out. Drew Waters, the next up for the Marlins. That's in there. They're down to their final strike. This could end it. Got it.
Oh.
And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
A 5-3 final score in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. See you soon.
Bueno, pues respiramos hondo porque se viene el tema. Se viene el tema. Se viene Yankees, Braves y Twins. Madre mía, qué duro, ¿eh? Bueno, venga. Yankees. No está otra vez Aaron Judge, no sé qué pasa. La verdad. Conmigo no quiere jugar o no sé. He jugado 2 partidos, con este 3. Ya faltan 2.
It's the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, execute.
Venga, va.
Ready to go now. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. The wind of the pitch. On the ground to first.
Venga.
And that squirts through. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second.
Muy bien.
Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
Jeff McNeil stands in. That one is hammered right field. That's back. That one
Pero
is
bueno, Jeff. Pero bueno.
his 4th home run of the season. And they
Pero
throw
bueno,
a pair on the
Jeff.
board. It's 2-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch. And I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Pero bueno, Jeff.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over
Sí,
the
sí.
fence.
Es una
Well, if
sorpresa,
you're
por
a little
supuesto.
too early, you'll get
Pero
some
mira.
elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Juan Soto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out
Bueno.
of the center field. Just kind of sliced that one into
Seguimos.
center.
Seguimos.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next pitch is outside. Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. And another ball. The pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Vamos.
And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
Mierda, tío.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And this is inside.
Venga, va.
And he grounds one back up
Vamos.
the middle.
Vamos.
And he can't hang on. Goes
Vamos.
to second, safe there.
Back-to-back singles. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult
Y
play.
llega Francisco
That
Álvarez.
swing definitely was
No
deserved
creo,
to
¿no?
hit. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Next to hit. Soft contact in the air.
Ooh.
And it goes just foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
No.
One out, base is full.
No.
And that's a strikeout.
Venga, otra oportunidad para el Grand Slam.
Easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's going to be
No, tío, no, tío.
There's a strike.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. He went with the breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach might be playing with.
Se me va a ir el Grand Slam, tío. O una carrera más, en serio. Se me va a ir, tío. Se me va a ir, en serio. Se me va a ir. Se me va a ir, tío. No puede ser, tío. Estaban las bases llenas, joder. Y nos vamos 2-0. No me lo puedo creer, tío, cuando se eliminados. No puede ser, tío. No podemos hacer esto. No podemos hacer esto. Me jodas. Podemos hacer estas cosas, tío. Ah, bueno, hostia, tío. Ah, ya estoy rayado. Para todo el partido, ¿ves? Ah, ya está.
And that's in there for strike one.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And that one pulled foul.
Esas oportunidades con dos todavía por batear y todas las bases llenas. No.
That misses the zone. And the count 1-2.
¿Por qué se coloca así para el bate? No entiendo. Me pone nervioso, tío. Se ponga así con el bate me pone nervioso.
And he grounds one to the right side. Alonso steps on the bag here tonight. An efficient start to the home first.
Bueno, y este es el que mueve el bate.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in New York, top of the second. Now it's the power speed combo. Byron Buxton. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a swing and a miss.
Ya estoy condicionado todo el partido. Ya acaba rápido porque...
Righty delivers. On the ground. And it's through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Gets the outside corner with
strike.
Julien, 24 years old, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times. Runner takes off.
Eso es strike también. Pítame strike también, perro.
You have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Fought off foul.
Que va a firmar una overplay que... Vamos, ya.
And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Una overplay como...
Called strike 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next to the bat.
Here's Juan Soto.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
That's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And ball one. That one is absolutely belted. Gone. That's one way to quiet the crowd. Home run number 40 on the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 5 zip. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Alonso now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
No os oigo, Venga. Está como muy callado el estadio.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The pitch. This one in the air, center field. In and to his right. And there's 2 down. Brandon Nimmo digs in now. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. That one blasted deep to right. Stanton ranges back. Hauls it in the warning track. Mets get 3 on this homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the second. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Hit hard, base hit.
Se cuenta con ello. Vamos a ver si hacemos doble play. Ah, bola.
The Mets leading by 5, bottom half of inning number 2. Now a pop up on the infield. Moving under this one. Makes the catch. 1 away. And here is Anthony Rizzo. Outside low. Ball 1.
You know, Boog, from time to time, players mix up their routine if things aren't going their way. And Rizzo is no exception. When he was in a slump in 2023, he changed his walk-up music to Taylor Swift. No bad blood there because it worked. He went 4 for 4 and hit his first home run in over a month. He even gave credit to Swift after the game.
To right field, way back.
Ellos no perdonan, efectivamente. Ellos no perdonan, la verdad. Ellos no perdonan. Ellos no perdonan, es la diferencia. Es la diferencia. Es la putísima diferencia que ellos no perdonan. Una pena. Una pena. Es lo que hay. Vamos a hacer 500 hits. Que vamos a hacer una carrera y ellos hacen 2 hits y tienen ya 2 carreras. Es lo que hay. Es lo que hay. Bueno, partido directo también, ¿eh? Partido que si lo perdemos, hasta luego. No voy a perder así, la verdad. Me da la gana perder así.
Two outs. That one just misses, and that's ball 3. High fly ball, right field. Soto gets under it, nabs it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
No vas a batear más en toda la serie, así que enhorabuena por tu último bateo. Me da igual, como se me hacen 14 carreras, pero tú no bateas más.
For the Mets, Francisco Alvarez, and that one's a little bit low. Ball 1.
Anthony Richard, me acuerdo.
This is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Vale.
Volpe
Hasta luego.
jumps, throws, awesome play there. Now Jake Berger went down on strikes his first time through. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And out of here. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
1 down. Here's Byron Buxton. Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And he swings through that one. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge.
Trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. The Mets do pick up a run.
Anthony Rich.
Back in the Bronx, and now it's going to be Jason Dominguez. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Late on that fastball. Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
The Yankees down by 4 here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Off the plate, it's a ball and 2 strikes. This one high in the air to left center. Makes the grab.
Nemo.
That's out number 2. Alex Verdugo stepping in now for the Yankees. Outside.
Tío, pero ¿cómo se puede mover así para el bate, tío? Que parece un malo de las películas, pero ¿cómo se puede mover así para el bate, para el bateo, tío?
Line to left. Brings it in.
No se puede mover así.
That is that. Back now with the Subway Series. New inning getting started, and now the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil. Fouled off to the right, saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan.
Esa va bien.
But it's off his glove.
Vamos con la segunda.
For 2. Throws to second, in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?"
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Tommy Kahnle.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Next to hit, Juan Soto. And it's fouled away. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Dominguez gets under it.
Qué pena.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Bien, Juan.
Here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Oof.
Foul ball. McNeil stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball left side. Rolls across the diamond. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run.
Telita.
That was blasted to the moon. And they add to the lead. It's 8-2.
Telita.
Playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run.
Bueno, no tengo que decirlo, pero la dificultad la de siempre.
A great time out there.
Vaya partido, ¿eh? Y hemos desaprovechado un gran slam, ¿eh? 3 bases llenas.
So 2 away with nobody on. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4.
Poner la musiquita en el home run también. Poner la musiquita ahí. También. Poner la musiquita ahora.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off.
Pega de guapo, tío. Un home run, la verdad.
Struck him out looking.
Ahí, ahí, celebrar, celebrar.
So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard.
Celebrar, celebrar.
Back in the Bronx, bottom 4. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Mueve más el bate.
There's the strike.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
To the right side. Throws to first in time. And Gleyber Torres retired. Foul ball.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Vamos.
Through that one, it's a strikeout.
Hey, Chris.
So the Yanks go back now in the Bronx. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jake Berger. Canely back to work. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Canely, a righty that throws with power. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Activity in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson getting loose out there. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's a big power threat. Byron Buxton. Ripped to third and caught.
Wow, la ha cogido, tío.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter, even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
La ha cogido, chaval.
So batting order turns over. Edouard Julien up now for the Mets. Left-hand hitter waits. Now 1-1. Left-hand batter waits.
That's ball 2.
Line, and that's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time.
Ayer es el momento,
Lifted in the air down the left side.
Sí.
And it stays fair. Berger around third, in there safely.
Enorme, Jeff.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Paid a good pitch on the inside.
Un jonrón y se cae el estadio ahora mismo.
But he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
On the ground could be 2.
Pero una WP y no. Juan Soto dijo, vete a cagar, colega. De verdad. Podemos perder tantas oportunidades, tío. De verdad. No podemos perder tantas oportunidades, tronco. A batear en casa de tu prima. Si no vas a batear más en tu vida. Me da igual que me metan jonrón ahora, 3 carreras y lo diría.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the Berger.
Hala, y a tu casa. Perfecto, tipo. Perfecto.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
Peraza in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there. Back in New York, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Pete Alonso. Top of the zone for a called strike.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. He's already homered here in this one. This one popped up. Torres under it. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And a swing and a miss there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That smash towards center. Dominguez tracks it down for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Jason Dominguez. Ground ball right side. Julian tosses to first. 1 away, bottom of the sixth. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And a strike in there. The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one in the air center field.
Bueno, ahora llega el verdugo este que miedito me da,
Calls it in, 2 away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Alex Verdugo. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Pone nervioso, ¿verdad, eh?
The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. And Verdugo is set down. New pitcher for the Yankees, Caleb Ferguson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Movement in the bullpen. Ron Marinaccio getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
Pelotas tan altas. Complicado.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Antes, sí.
At the belt and fires. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Seguimos ahí, cansándole.
Swings and misses. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. At the plate, Jake Berger. He's already homered in this game. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you gotta love this battle. Just wondering who's gonna blink first.
And they'll do it again.
Pues nada.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hammers that one deep
Musiquita.
left field and forget it.
Pasajeros al tren, musiquita. Ni, venga.
And they tack on to their lead. It's 10-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up
Musiquita.
here.
Toma,
Out
ni,
there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Un partido de ensueño, la verdad.
2 outs. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Esa. Ahora lo ponéis. Venga. Cada vez que llegan al segundo, ¿no? Pues venga.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss.
Ahora lo pones otra vez.
And that will end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michael Lorenzen. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here is Gleyber Torres. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And here it comes. The pitch out there. 1 away. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Out to short, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Down the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Stanton leads off first with 1 away. Just missed. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 10-4. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Pitching change here. Brooks Raley. Definitely a guy that an intentional walk here. Interesting choice with the bases empty and 1 away. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. A little bit low. Next offering is down low.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now up as the Yankees DH, Oswald Peraza. And the first offering is not close. 2 runs across in the inning. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. 10-4 New York. Back here.
Es que es increíble.
Back here in New York, and now the DH.
Da hasta risa, tío.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Ground ball right side, and it finds its way.
Nosotros tenemos las bases, ellos lo tienen una vez y hagan jornada de doble carrera, tío.
Didn't take long to get a result for
Es
that
increíble,
at bat.
macho.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit,
Increíble.
but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that one.
Desesperación.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the runner stays where he is. Man at first. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Swinging a foul straight back. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And now it's even 1-1. Foul ball there. And now it's 1-2. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. That one drilled left field. Verdugo ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Vaya partidito, pibe. Vaya 2 partidos que lleva siempre.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Nope.
Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Rayleigh, in his 5th season, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Jose Cisnero comes on now.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Outside,
that's outside. And it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Swung on, belted. Grabs it right
Enorme,
up
Juan.
against the wall.
Enorme.
Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swings through that one for strike 1.
All 1's the count. Nope.
Slider misses outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly
Jose.
shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack
Jose
him in the
again.
box.
Alex Verdugo stepping in now for the Yankees. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And a foul ball.
Ya estamos que se la vuelve a fumar.
And he deals. Popped up. Has a beat on it.
Y Darby.
Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ron Marinaccio.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Dominguez grabs it on the run.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. That's off the mark. 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Efros warming up as well. This one in the air. Rizzo snags it for the 2nd out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Berger, the next to hit, takes outside. On the ground, right side.
Bueno, pues hay que defender 6 carreras. Siguiendo de 2 en 2, se puede complicar.
Back in the Bronx, bottom 9, leading off, Gleyber Torres. Hard hit left side. Toss to Alonso. One out, bottom of the ninth. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And ball one to the right fielder. And that one missing low.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Now the catcher up, Adbert Alzolay. On the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1. Right-handed reliever. Set down on strikes. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Rizzo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Alzolay is just 1 strike away. Up and in, and it's 1-2. Stays alive. Stanton off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Basta, ¿no? Basta. Basta ya, ¿no? Basta ya, o sea... Sí. Ya vacilará a tu prima, pero... Sí.
This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.
Bueno. Vamos a acabar la serie. Carlos Rodón. Ya está Aaron Judge.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singing, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test.
Over the course of a full season, Boog, there are few stretches where a team is clicking offensively, defensively, starting pitching, and bullpen. Right now, this is one of those stretches for this club.
And now here's the veteran DH, Starling Marte. As the lefty gets to work. That one fouled off. To third, Peraza. Zips it to first. Marte retired. And now here's Jeff McNeil. A big game for him last night. He had 4 hits in that one. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And that one hammered back there. And that one is gone.
Vamos.
Soto the opposite way. His 41st home run of the season. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And here is Jake Berger. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Alonso headed for third. Coming home. The relay, safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second and final game of the series. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here.
Pues bien.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Harrison Bader. Just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And Bader is set down. And there's 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Goes down
enorme.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
It's Aaron Judge now. In for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That's to third.
Vamos.
Has some trouble with it.
Bien, Jake, bien. Vamos. Enorme, Jake.
1-2-3, go the Yankees.
Enorme.
And they're down 2-0.
Puso ahí todo su cuerpo, chaval.
Second inning set to go. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The wind and the pitch. Rodon, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Casi.
So digging in, Tyrone Taylor.
Dices Tyron.
First pitch, and he just misses.
As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swinging a foul straight back. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is foul back. Rodon fires. Got him swinging. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Taylor up into scoring position now with 2 out on the pass ball. Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Bader puts it in on the run. Mets back at Yankee
Luego tengo que cambiar la alineación, tío.
Another solid power season. Line drive.
Buenísima.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. That clips the corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Just missed. The Yanks down by a pair. Bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball.
No, hasta que no lo consiga no va a parar. Qué pena, tío. Qué pena, tío. Hasta que no la consiga no va a parar el juego, tío. Es increíble. De verdad. Es increíble, macho.
Just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
The 1-1. And the slider just misses. Torres at first, 1 gone.
Hasta que no lo consigue el juego no para, tío. Es increíble, macho.
On the ground right side, 4, 6. He's out. 3. It's a
Al palcazo, perro.
That'll do it for the inning. On to the 3rd inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. The wide to kick the pitch. Out towards right center field.
Vamos, Jeff.
Falls. And the leadoff man aboard. Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Inside, just missed. On the ground a second.
Y ahí está la doble play.
There's 1. Relay to first.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Fought off foul. Two outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Las 3 ahí, tú.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2.
Las 3 ahí.
2 down. Nobody on. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a 1-2 again. And that's outside.
Tírame más ahí, venga.
Chop to 3rd. Peraza.
R.
Tosses across to 1st. And that takes care of a... Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. In the air, left side. Nimmo running hard to get it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Here's Jose Trevino.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
The Yankees trailing by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. Right through there for a strike. Down on strikes. 2 out.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Got him looking, and it's a 3-up, 3-down here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jake Burger. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. That's a little bit low.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just misses, and it's 3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher.
No, no lo puedo creer.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one pushed to the left and foul. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And
Carlos,
otro. He sends it out of here. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add on. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Taylor in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Right side, Wells steps on first for the out.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this. Back now with the Subway Series. And now Bader up to the plate. Here comes a pitch.
0-1's the count.
0-1 now. On the ground to third, Burger. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Digging in, Oswald Peraza.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Right through there for his strike. Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Aaron Judge at the plate. Grounded out his first time.
Aaron Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with great.
Burger over to McNeil, and it's a double
Bye
play
bye.
to end the inning.
Bye bye.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 4.
Vaya jugada,
It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the DH, Edouard Julien. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Julian measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Jeff McNeil stands in, 1 for 2. Foul ball.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did
Joder,
to
Jeff,
Yankee Stadium.
¿cómo está en la serie?
Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Ian Hamilton.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And that's outside. And 1-1. And a rope into center field, base hit. McNeil headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. On the ground, the second might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. Last half of the 5th coming up. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Yankees
me acuerdo de esa Pete, no se me olvide.
Bats as I'd like to see in this one. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. Pitch is in there. And a count 1-2. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Alonso drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Yanks down by 4, last half of inning number 5.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact.
And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back in New York, all set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Jake Berger. Hamilton back to work. And that's downstairs and outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
Venga, va.
And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. And that's in the dirt.
Y ahora me quedaré parado y será strike.
Three and 2 now. And that one
Oh,
lifted
esta
in the air,
mierda,
center
tío, qué
field.
asco, de verdad.
Bader sizing it up. It's away for the out. one down.
That's just a really nice catch
Pero
on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Righty delivers. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Grounder might be two. Torres over to second, throw to first.
Bien, Brandon.
Man at first, Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. He swings and misses at the first
10
pitch.
hits y 4 carreras.
Nimmo leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a pop-up right
10
side.
hits, 4 carreras.
Makes a nice running catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. In for a strike. 0-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's back. Back.
Y ellos un hit, una carrera. Bravo. Perfecto. Perfecto. Muy bien. Muy bien.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Tyler McGill.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight
Es con lo que digo ya.
outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Ya estoy acostumbrado a esto.
Softly hit to third. Toss to Alonso. One away, bottom of the sixth. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And a foul ball. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at-bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not.
Ridículo marcador, es que es ridículo. O sea, si lo ves, es ridículo. Es ridículo, vamos. Es lo que hay. Es lo que hay. Me acuerdo, Pin, me acuerdo de esa doble play, no te preocupes, no me acuerdo. Bueno, este tira así. Este tira así, ya paso. No me voy a mover. Paso. Ya a defender. Venga, ya. Mierda. Venga, bueno, no voy a quedar quieto ninguna, venga. Voy a repatear todas, venga. Tira ya. Venga. Venga, fuera. A otro fuera, venga. Fuera. Venga. No me voy a quedar parado ni una, así que venga, rápido. Venga. Venga. Venga, eso es. Venga. Quedar parado ni una. Quiere que la máquina pierda, voy a perder de verdad. Venga. Voy a batear todas. Voy a batear todas. O sea, todas voy a batear. Venga, que empiezan aquí a hacer ahora home run, hit y de todo. Venga. Vendrá el home run de Aaron Judge, vendrá el home run de Giancarlo Stanton y demás.
right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. And Judge
ya aquí
throws
viene.
that one.
Venga.
The Yankees trailing by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th.
Aquí viene, en esta, la próxima.
Got him looking. And there's 2 away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Ah, que quieres hacerme doble. Vale, pues dilo. Que el juego lo diga. Oye, quiero hacerme doble. ¿Quieres hacerme doble? Pues venga, pasa. Adelante. Adelante. Venga. Ahora con doble carrera, ¿no? Venga, adelante. Venga.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back now in the Bronx. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's Juan Soto.
Como si va a par, la voy a batear todas. Pone aquí ahora uno que lanza así. Voy a lanzar a su casa. Batear todas.
At Frost, in his 3rd season, he features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. And the pitch. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 3. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to
hacer 20 hits, a ver 4 carreras de mierda.
As much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here is Jake Berger. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. Now up to hit.
Venga, doble play, Francisco, que es lo tuyo.
Our biggest concern, other than injury, after a moment like that, is just how the pitcher will respond. You know, sometimes a guy will lose confidence in a pitch when he's hit somebody.
Bader settles under it and makes the catch.
Qué manera de desperdiciar, tío. Es que es increíble.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered in this game. In the air out towards right center.
Espectacular, tío.
Sizes this one up.
Es espectacular, tío. De verdad.
Bottom of the 8th, and now the first baseman, Austin Wells. That one missed.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nimmo balls it in, and there's 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The Yanks trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. Berger zips it across, gets him easily, ends the inning. New pitcher for the Yankees, Ron Marinaccio.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Taylor leading things off and takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Caleb Ferguson getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Gonzalez also throwing. And that's a little bit high.
En Tyron. Gran aportación al partido.
That misses, and the count is 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
En la última. Ahí está. Favoreciendo la causa, Tyro. Muy bien. Eres un máquina.
Makes the grab, 1 away. And now, Francisco Alvarez. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect.
Ahí está la doble play, chavales. Es que sois los mejores, tío. Sois los mejores, tío.
So bottom of the 9th, now the left fielder, Trent Grisham. McGill back to work.
Nope. Ball 1.
And that's down and away.
Directo esta noche me lo voy a pensar, la verdad.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor ranging after it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Sobre las 9 o así más o menos. Hacemos la serie con Atlanta.
Yankees leadoff hitter, Harrison Bader. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Right back to him on the mound. On to first, ball game. And the Mets claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
4-1 the final here today. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for our ball.
Bueno, pues eso. Esta noche a ver si a las 9 puedo y jugamos la serie contra Atlanta, ¿vale? Jugamos un partido para que esta noche no sea tan largo. The Red Sox trade SP Chi-Jung to the Mets for Zeniki Maravito. ¿Qué? ¿Qué dice? Venga, va. Jugamos uno y así no es tan larga esta noche. Venga. Bueno. Importantísimo. Serie. Importantísimo. Vamos para allá. No, no descansas. Venga, va. Bueno, importantísimo, ¿eh?
Welcome Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, we're going to see a lengthy win streak put to the test here today.
Well, when you're winning like this, it's a fun place to be. In the dugout and in the clubhouse, the music is loud after the ball games. The food tastes great. This team wants to keep it going.
Ready to go? Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Michael Harris. And the pitch. In there at the knees.
Partido importante, muy importante, serie muy importante, la verdad.
And the count even 1-1. Good eye right there.
Two balls, one strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Bounce to third. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop could even make that play.
Baden goes to second for one. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That catches the corner.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's outside. Now 1-2. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner.
Ya sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer.
And that's a double.
He's been swinging it
Y más cuando es eliminado, ya sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer.
solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. So no runs. Back here at Citi Field. And starting this one, Chris Sale. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now snap throw to first. McNeil dives back in safely. Here's Juan Soto. To first.
No, tío, por favor. No me hagas eso, por favor. No me hagas eso.
All set for the start. Here's Austin Riley. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Here's a high chopper. Whips it to first. And a quick out number 1. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Slider misses outside. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Not in time, he legs it out.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody Oh, that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Go ball. One
You know?
strike.
Yeah, no question. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. That's a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Sean Murphy in the box lays off for ball 1. Duvall over at second. Arcia on at first with 2 down. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Casa perro.
It misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Queens, bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. That one ripped right center field. That's going back some more, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. To second, but way too late, safe there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way.
Fly out como vamos.
You take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the
Fly out doble play.
Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push it
Así va a acabar esto.
of the ball game.
Brett Beatty, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ahí está, fly out. Voy a cambiar, creo, a este pavo. Sí.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here.
Vamos.
Home run.
Vamos.
He sends it into the second deck, and the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat.
Vamos. Vamos, vamos.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Está dormido con la Fórmula 1, ¿no? Entiendo. Ahorita me pasaría.
Is fouled off. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. And the 0-2. High fly ball out to center field. Got it. Nice grab. And there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery.
Sí, sí, ha tenido que ser una locura.
Not allowing it to
Una locura de
stay in
deporte.
the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Byron Buxton, the batter
Seguro,
now,
seguro.
swings and misses for
Seguro.
strike 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And gone.
Byron Buxton es una locura, tío. Una locura, Byron Buxton.
It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Byron Buxton es nuestro espíritu. Lo que nos diga Byron Buxton.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. Two down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back-to-back. His 27th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Blue.
Madre mía, tú.
It wasn't coming back. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And here is Edouard Julien.
Mira, queda mucho, ¿eh?
And in one hop,
Queda mucho partido todavía.
makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Recuerdo cómo nos sometieron hace la tiro a serie. Venga, Jeff, mantén vivo esto un poco. No. Venga, bien.
New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Michael Harris. And there's a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Oh.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike.
Bien.
Still away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off. Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Buenísima.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Alvarez pulls that one down. 2 up, 2 down. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends, singing.
Vamos.
His school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah.
Vamos.
That ends the inning, so we take a break.
Que va, no va a caer ninguno más, tío. Ya ha hecho muchos.
Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
0-2 now. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball.
Una pena.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base
Hombre, si Mr. Flyout, sabemos lo que va a hacer su trabajo. Va a hacer su trabajo.
2 outs.
Flyout, ¿no? ¿O qué?
That one missing inside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Sail back to work. Gets a piece there. We'll do it
Está a
again.
puntito el flyout, ¿eh? Se ve, se ve.
Bounce to the left side.
Vale.
Gathers and throws to first. And that is that. And we're back onto the 4th. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
A ver, es que está el Ronald Acuña este y el Mato de esos seguidos y cuidado, cuidado con eso.
Gets a piece and it stays 0-2.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Jo.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just
Venga,
change
sigue.
speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Venga, seguimos.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouled off the plate.
Venga, continuamos. Hasta que no consiga eso, seguimos. Venga. Venga. Ya lo tengo asumido. Como tiene que ser es. O sea, da igual. Que tire 800 que hasta que no es. No para.
Right through there for a strike. Popped up. Baden under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. Man at first. And next for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. That one misses. 1-0.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back
Pues
in
eso, todos los swings ahora no
2009.
la apetece.
Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third
Ah, bola esa.
since they started out at
Ah, bola esa.
2 seasons before
Vale,
Shea
vale,
was
vale.
finished.
Next offering is in for a
Entiendo,
strike.
entiendo.
The Braves down by 4 as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Lifted in the air, right field. Soto gets under it, makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting.
Adam Duvall at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed. Swing and a miss.
Hay unos peloteros,
Olsen, the runner at
Atlanta,
first with 2 gone.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3
Nimmo?
times, 4 times in a row.
Nimmo hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Citi Field, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Francisco Lindor. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second
Bueno,
home
tira
run of
así,
the
tío.
game. It's 5-zip.
Con
That's
esa
their
rosca.
4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he
Queda
doesn't
mucho,
allow
hay que
his
seguir.
wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
In the air to left center. And there's one away. The Mets were around 50 years before they had their first no-hitter in franchise history. It was thrown by Johan Santana right here at Citi Field. Here's Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. And a big swing and a miss.
And looking back at that Santana no-no, Boog, it's really amazing that he pulled it off against a St. Louis lineup that was absolutely stacked with strong hitters. A memorable night for sure.
And now Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh,
Man at first, 1 away. Snap throw to first. Buxton back in there.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
no.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And the batter now, Edouard Julien. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way.
Buxton on the run. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
This to third.
No.
Riley fires across the diamond. That ends the inning, and they limit the
Bien,
damage.
bien, bien.
Another look at the long ball from Friends. Back here in Queens, and the batter now, Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss, strike 1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
So here's Murphy now. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. And another ball. Arcia gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fouls one off. 2-2. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Harris in now. Takes ball off the plate. Late swing, foul to the left. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike. The Mets leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one upstairs.
Kai, ¿qué pasa, tío?
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 out. Here's Luis Guillorme. There's a strike.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Right through there for a strike. 2 on, 1 out. Caught him looking for the K.
No más, Kyle.
That's a case of
no más.
overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
Acuna stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. It's even up.
1 ball.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. That one
Vamos.
the other way. Brings it
Bien,
in.
Jeff, bien.
Third out. 2 left
Bien,
for
Jeff,
Atlanta.
coño.
Still looking at that
Vamos.
5-0 deficit.
Vaya jugada, tú.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Dylan Lee.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
McNeil, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1.
Oh.
Liner to
Oh, qué
second
pena.
and picked on the hop. Guillorme to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 42nd home run of the season. It's 6-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Pues nada. Muy bien. Me parece bien, la verdad.
Put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now here is Pete Alonso, and that's in for a strike.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Joe Jimenez getting ready to go. And now the lefty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
Bounced up the middle. Lays
Oh,
out, but he can't
pero llega.
squeeze it. Not in time.
En
He's
tip.
safe. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now the 3rd baseman, Brett
Doble
Baty.
play.
Fly ball down the line and just foul.
Doble play. Ahí está, o fly out. Esto es lo
Harris
suyo.
has a beat on it.
Es su vida. Juega para eso. Juega para hacer flyouts. Es su vida. Es su vida.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And that one fouled off. Two outs. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's the left fielder, Brandon
Nimmo.
Bounce to the right. Olsen takes it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-0 ball game. And we're back, top of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Oh.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next pitch is outside. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up as we play game 1 of this 4-game series.
Vamos. Ozuna, cállate algo.
Impeccable command in that one.
Buenísima.
3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the power speed combo. Byron Buxton. The pitch. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
1-0.
Short hop liner handled it short.
Penalty.
Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Corrals it, and there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Mets order. So now here's the Mets DH, Edouard Julien. Right side,
Bueno.
hard hit.
Venga, va.
To
Séptima
first.
entrada.
That ends the inning. Michael Lorenzen into the game.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Kicks and fires. Good eye in that spot. Next offering is downstairs. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Michael.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Este es el que está nervioso. Ah, no, este no.
Maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
1 down, base is empty.
2-1.
Too low, and it's ball 3. And there's ball 4.
Take it, base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Arcia leads off first with 1 away. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Buxton moves under it, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. So digging in, Luis Guillorme. And downstairs. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. Strike 1. Lindor sends it to first. That ends the frame. 2 left for. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ozuna makes the play. 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Juan Soto digs in now. 1 for 3. He swings and fouls 1 off. Jimenez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The pitch.
Venga, otra ahí.
And now 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
At the belt and fires. And another ball. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Todas bola,
And that one's a little bit low. And the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and he pulls up on it, and that's a hit. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Very high with that one. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Comí.
Got him swinging.
Todas bolas está tirando, Todas.
2 down now, and here
Una pena.
is Brett Beatty. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off.
Venga, lo tuyo.
Two outs. Here's a rocket out to left.
Ahí está.
Ozuna makes the play, and that ends the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one clips the corner. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Pesado, tío.
And that should be extra bases.
Pesado, de verdad.
For second, the throw in, and he's got his second double of the game.
Pesado.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Right through there for a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Yeah, Michael.
Out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now it's even up. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball on the ground. Beatty to first, and there are 2 outs.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Ozuna stands in here, tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Ground ball, Alonso.
Vamos.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for it. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. Jimenez back to work. Left field. Ozuna should have it. And it's caught for the out. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. On the ground to the left. Slides for the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Buxton now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count. Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
That one not close. Now 1-2. The Mets up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Venga.
Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th, and now the DH at the Mets with a new arm on the mound, Oscar Brazoban.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Here's Orlando Arcia. There's a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Bola, tío.
1 strike.
The Mets up big in this one. Here at the top of the 9th. On the ground to short. Lindor on to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Sean Murphy. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. That one is gone. His 12th of the season in 6-1. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, but that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy.
Ground ball left side. On to
first. Bueno, ya veremos esta noche, chicos, si veo, ¿eh? La verdad. Bueno, gracias a todos por los que habéis estado ahí. Pasad buena tarde, descansad, pasad buen domingo. Nos vemos, chicos, gracias por todo. Chao, chao.